Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's just get right into it. If you're still relying on the old playbook for bottom-of-funnel marketing, you are likely losing revenue right now, and you probably don't even realize it. The landscape has completely shifted, guys. Traditional methods for capturing buyers at that final stage of their journey, they are rapidly losing their effectiveness.
So let me ask you a really blunt question. Are you invisible to the world's newest decision makers? And I'm not talking about an intern doing endless Google searches here. I'm talking about the AI engines your buyers are actually using right now to make their purchasing choices. Seriously, if you aren't showing up inside those engines, you might as well not exist.
Okay, let's dive into this. AI-driven BOFU marketing is basically growing your business by capturing buyers in AI chat environments. Think ChatGPT or Perplexity exactly when they're actively deciding what to buy. The old goal was kind of just trying to get people to notice your brand when they were looking for general info. But true visibility today, it means showing up when they're searching for direct comparisons, pricing, and exact recommendations.
All right, Section 1, the new buyer journey.
There is a stark contrast in how things used to be. Buyers are literally bypassing websites altogether to talk directly to large language models. Let's be real, business leaders don't look at endless pages of search results anymore. They don't want to fill out gated forms just to get a price quote, and they definitely aren't just relying on standard reviews. Instead, they're turning to AI to quickly curate lists of vendors, compare really complex contracts, and solve real-time business problems without ever visiting your homepage. Crazy, right?
And this shift in behavior creates a fluid, totally new type of conversation. In the past, bottom-of-funnel marketing meant, bidding on keywords like competitor A versus competitor B and sending traffic to a landing page. But in an AI environment, it's a dynamic conversation. Step 1, the buyer asks a highly specific, direct question, like, say, asking for recommendations for a B2B SEO agency. Step 2, the AI immediately spits out a curated vendor list based on what it knows. And Step 3, the buyer asks follow-up questions, really probing the AI on price and reliability.
Which brings us to a pretty harsh, unavoidable truth. If the AI cannot find information about your brand, it will not recommend you. Consider this your absolute wake-up call. If the AI engines don't have clear, easily accessible data on who you are and exactly what you do, you are completely locked out of the room where the final buying decisions are actually happening. No way around it.
Moving on to Section 2, Legacy SEO versus AI BOFU.
Let's directly compare your old habits to the strategies you actually need today. For years, the legacy focus was just to get a buyer to look at your website via Google search results, but the AI-driven reality focuses squarely on ChatGPT, Perplexity, and other conversational interfaces. If your entire marketing plan is still solely about getting eyeballs on a web page, you are completely missing out on capturing those ready-to-buy customers. They've already moved on to conversational answer engines.
And the triggers have changed too. The legacy trigger was simply people typing a few keywords into a search bar. Today's AI-driven trigger? It's people asking highly nuanced questions about complex business problems. Questions like, which enterprise software integrates best with legacy CRMX? AI models decide which vendors to recommend based on brand authority, clear connections across the web, and exactly how well the brand solves those specific problems.
And this brilliantly illustrates how we have to shift our content structure and our goals. In the legacy way, we built long, drawn-out articles and, hid the best stuff behind lead gates just to capture emails. The ultimate goal was website traffic. The new way, it absolutely demands clear comparison tables and transparent pricing. The goal is to get people to actually buy from us. Modern authority requires total transparency about what you do rather than hiding it all behind a form.
So here's the fix. Stop building pages for search engines. Start building comparative frameworks. You need to pivot your strategy right now toward making it incredibly easy for both AI and human buyers to instantly understand your offer and your pricing. Don't make the AI guess. Lay it out clearly.
All right, Section 3, the 4 strategic pillars.
Now that we know what needs to change, it's clear you need a presence across the many surfaces that AI uses to learn about vendors. This is how you capture people precisely when they're deciding what to buy. And to pull this off successfully, there are exactly 4 distinct strategic pillars you have to focus on. Let's break them down.
Pillar 1 is comparative entity architecture. Basically, you need to make it effortlessly easy for AI models to understand how your solution compares to others. You do this by publishing really clear frameworks showing exactly what you offer and boldly highlighting how you're different from your competitors. AI models absolutely crave structured comparative data to figure out your specific value proposition.
Pillar 2 is community proof and crowd validation.
AI models heavily trust consensus. They rely on public discussions, forums, and reviews to figure out who's actually good at what they do. So you must encourage people to talk about your brand organically. These AI engines are constantly scouring the web, trying to build a consensus to determine your overall trustworthiness.
Next up is Pillar 3, digital PR and citation density. Because, look, it's not just about what random people say online. It's about proving your leadership. You must secure mentions in respected trade publications and get featured in industry analyst reports to prove you're a heavy hitter in your field. When AI algorithms are selecting vendors to recommend, they weigh these authoritative media mentions very, very heavily.
Finally, Pillar 4 is frictionless conversion architecture. So the crucial point is this. Once the AI actually recommends you and the human buyer finds you, that final step must be totally effortless. Keep your solution information transparent, make it incredibly easy to buy, and provide a simple, direct way to take action. Whatever you do, do not ruin an amazing AI recommendation with a clunky user experience.
Which brings us to Section 4, measuring your AI impact.
Okay, here's the reality we all have to face. Tracking AI bottom-of-funnel marketing is notoriously difficult. Why? Well, because the most critical conversations are happening inside closed chat interfaces. We all love our tracking pixels, but in this new world, you just can't always see inside the black box. But don't worry, we can definitely fix this.
Here are 3 super practical methods you can implement today to track your impact. First, monitor referrals directly from conversational engines like ChatGPT and Perplexity right in your analytics. Second, simply ask, "How did you find us?" on your contact forms. Honestly, you'd be surprised how many people will tell you an AI sent them. And third, just test it yourself. Go to these AI engines, act like a buyer, and ask them about business problems in your niche to see if your brand actually pops up in the answers.
Which leaves us right back where we started, but maybe with a much sharper lens. Does your brand actually exist in the eyes of an AI? If a machine is curating the shortlist for your next major client, are you on it? It is time for a total reevaluation of your marketing funnel. Because today, capturing buyers at the exact moment of decision means speaking the language of AI. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. And seriously, I highly encourage you to go ask an AI about your industry right now.